Hello. In this video, we would like to know some basic aspects of the business research. What's the current trends of business research, particularly in accounting, finance, and marketing issues? And what are the opportunities available? And what are the challenges, particularly for the new starters who want to develop their research career, want to do some research? Maybe this video can give you some understanding on this particular topic. So first of all, what are the opportunities? Many people are actually requesting me currently because of that there are scarcity of the employment opportunities in Bangladesh. What some of the graduates can do. I would like to encourage you to choose a research career because the research career is an interesting and innovative career, and it has the opportunity throughout the globe. Um, we don't see too much opportunities for research, particularly from business context, from business background. We don't see too much opportunities in our country. But if you look at the developed countries, there are ample opportunities where you can go and where you can pursue your higher studies and get employment. Yeah, and another opportunity is in this particular area because the universities are competing for maintaining their rankings. So ranking significantly depends on the research profile of the universities. So universities actually like to develop their research profile and employ highly skilled researcher to conduct their research. And currently, the world is facing many issues, many problems. So many problems means many opportunities for the researcher to look at, for the researchers to solve those problems. So yeah, you can identify any problematic area, any issues that you have interest, and you can explore that further, and you can develop your career on that particular issue. And also in the current context, the multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary researchers are highly recognized throughout the globe. Particularly, if you want to solve a problem in a business context, science or other social science or pure science has sayings on that particular issue. So science also can help in solving that business problem. So you can conduct research using scientific knowledge and social science knowledge and business knowledge together. So another opportunity, another angle that you can look at. More funding opportunities. Currently, we can say, particularly even in Bangladesh, the universities previously they had nothing, but now University Grants Commission and other NGOs and even different organizations from different parts of the world also want to conduct different research in Bangladesh, and also even if you looked at the other from the if you looked at the developed countries or regional perspective or global perspective, there are many opportunities of getting funding to conduct your research. Research is getting, I don't want to say it is difficult, but it is getting easier because of innovation of different research tools. So research tools and techniques, softwares are actually made the research easier, and it sophisticated the research. It took the research at a higher level because of innovation in research tools. Analysis can be done very easily. You can collect the data from any part of the world easily if you have the access, obviously. So yeah, yeah, it's not as difficult as before. But obviously, the competition is higher because everyone has the access of those resources, and everyone can produce high quality research, or lots of people, even many people can produce high quality research. So it is getting harder to publish the work in the top ranked journals. Researchers are actually leading the world because, as you know, they are um, they are suggesting government and organizations or supranational organization, policy making organization to develop the policies, develop the standards, right? So it is huge opportunities to look at, particularly from our countries, from the graduates of Bangladesh who is struggling. And but I'm trying to motivate to the excellent the student who has very good result, who has very high interest in research. So come forward and do some research and develop your research career, develop your skills, research skills, and get an opportunity any part of the world. Um, so opportunities in the UK, and as I'm currently in UK, I see many opportunities, particularly for accounting and finance researchers, accounting and finance academics. Um, every day, if you looked at, you will see at least 10, 15 universities are looking for the staff or researchers in their universities, and even many organizations, industries are looking for the research staff. So yeah, both for qualitative and quantitative research, there are opportunities here, and also the opportunities particularly for the social and environmental accounting or sustainability management or sustainability or environmental science or sustainability finance areas, environmental social areas are highly demanded as well. And there are many 140, around 140 universities, and many universities have many campuses as well. And some of the top ranked globally top ranked universities are here. There are opportunities for PhDs and PGTA, so you can get you don't need any finance from your own to do your PhD. So if you have good results and if you have some research capabilities and a little bit of publications, you may get this kind of access. Job opportunity, huge job opportunities for the researcher, as I mentioned before, and currently post-study visa is available. So if anyone finished their study, they can get a post-study visa and work for um, work for any organizations in the UK, and multicultural and Muslim friendly as well. Yeah, you can look at the sites that I mentioned here for exploring further. Yeah, and even as I can mention, during the pandemic and on after the pandemic, we at Coventry University we employed maybe around 10 of our PhD students recently in our school only, in our faculty. So think about other faculties, think about other universities. Opportunities in Australia, similarly, there are huge opportunities in Australia as well, and particularly Australians are looking for the science, technology-based and environmental researchers, and obviously, the similarly as UK as a qualitative and quantitative researcher, but obviously quantitative people can publish faster and easily, so they have more opportunities there. Social and environmental researches and sustainability issues are highly recognized as well in almost all the universities, and around 40 universities, some top ranked global universities are there. There are some opportunities of scholarships for pursuing PhDs and masters, maybe APA, AusAid, or university. Each and every university has their own scholarships for research. Settlement and living, yeah, is highly or is very good in terms of Australia, because Australia is kind of is a continent, is a big country, but it has only 2.6 crores people. Only like the people we have only in Dhaka city, we have similar population, right? 2.6 crore, but in the whole Australia is a I don't know, only one state, maybe a couple of times, maybe 10 times of Bangladesh. So yeah, is highly salaried and favorable weather, post-study visa available, and very highly multicultural country, Muslim friendly, I should say. And yeah, so what are the current trends of research in the area of accounting? Machine learning, artificial intelligence are emerging trends. Accounting technologies are emerging trends. Data analytics, data visualization, data analytics, business analytics is highly demanded, particularly in Australia and also throughout the globe now at the moment, after the pandemic, during the pandemic, and currently is highly demanded throughout the globe. Ethics, fraud, and governance issues highly studied now because of the corporate collapse. Yeah, assurance, accountability are also highly studied, particularly from social environmental accounting issues. Other environmental issues like climate change, carbon, or other different pollutants, mercury pollutants, lead pollutants, or many other pollutions are the issues of social environmental account, deforestation, human rights, water, modern slavery, human rights refugees, and NGOs. NGOs accountability and NGOs reporting, refugees, human rights are highly researched, particularly from social issues or social perspective. If you see some of the top accounting journals like AOS, Accounting Organization and Society, Accounting Auditing and Accountability Journal, or European Accounting Review, or Critical Perspectives on Accounting, these are the dominant issues that are being researched. And the trends in finance, fintech, yeah, highly highly researched area nowadays. Financial engineering, sustainable investment, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain. Wow, huge research nowadays is happening in those. Corporate governance, risk analysis, COVID-19 are significantly researched currently, and obviously it will continue for at least a couple of years. um, Trends in marketing, digital marketing, artificial intelligence, supply chain management, tourism, hospitality, hotel management, strategic management, search engine optimization, COVID-19 as well. Yeah, and each and every issues. And there are interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, what you can consider environmental science, and then accounting and management, sustainable finance, or yeah, even accounting, reporting, and then tourism or hospitality management can become together. So do some interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary research can be conducted. There are challenges in research as well. Yeah, limited funding. If you want to get data, if you want to get access to the um, uh, access to the software, if you want to get if you want to conduct a high quality research, you need some resources. We are limited in those perspectives, particularly in Bangladesh and developing countries. COVID-19 actually has both advantages and disadvantages. It created some opportunities, created new topics, created opportunities for doing more research in those particular areas, from science, from business, every areas, but it has some limitations as well. Because of pandemic, research opportunities and funding has been reduced in some areas, some universities. Competition, yeah, business research is highly competitive. Particularly, the universities are looking for top journal publication in top journals, good journals, high-ranked journals. So publishing in high journal is very competitive. Everyone wants to publish in top journals. So yeah, um, too much stress, obviously stressful. Yeah, universities are paying high salaries to the staff, so they are asking for more publications, more top ranked publications, and particularly for the business people, business field people, and particularly if you do qualitative research, it's very slow process. It takes time, and developing a good research, it takes huge time. So it's publication process. Sometimes the publication process itself is very lengthy. Sometimes it takes years to publish a paper, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years to publish a paper after finishing your research. So it's very slow. Demonstrating impact is very hard, particularly in business field. So what is the impact of your research? What is the contribution? Sometimes it's very hard to show. Your research is, and sometimes the impact is evident after many years. So yeah, as I mentioned before, journal ranking is very difficult. Yeah, sometimes the ranking differs between the ranking authorities. It's another complexities for the researcher, and obviously publishing in top tier journals and top ranked journal is very difficult. And also, if you want to look at your own area, if you look at only accounting has only a couple of 8, 9 A-star journals. If you looked at other disciplines, can be the same, 10, 12 A-star in finance, and maybe 4, 5, 6 in marketing, something like that. So it's very difficult. And throughout the globe, all the people wants to publish in the top journals. So it's not easy. These are the challenges. But obviously, if you try, if you want, if you have intention, if you work hard, it's not impossible. How to grow, particularly for the students? So set a goal. What you want to achieve, where you want to go, um, short term, medium term, long term, determine some objectives and try to achieve, not only try to stick on those objectives and try to achieve them, and then hopefully you'll be able to reach your target, reach your goal. Obviously, it is very important, particularly if you are new in research, have a mentor, have a guide. Yeah, try to communicate with the current researcher, try to contact with your teacher who is doing some research, active in research, get their help, talk about your research, what you want to do, how they can help. You can collaborate with them, collaborate with some experts as well in the particular discipline. Yeah, and so if you have a particular talents in a particular area, so IT much better, computer technologies or computer literacy or writing is better. So nurture those areas, nurture those skills, and try to collaborate with other people and tell them that you can do that. You are efficient in case of data collection. You have access to a particular resource. You are good in particular issue. So maybe other people would be interested to do some work with you. Get some research skills. Yeah, research writing a little bit different than traditional writing. Obviously, we need to develop our writings, develop our how to do literature review, how and also some research methods and different research tools and techniques, softwares. We can have some training. It's very easy now, so you can just search in YouTube and find the training videos, right? You can explore what are the how can I analyze data using NViews? How can I use eViews? How can I use EndNote? So all the resources are available now in YouTube. So you can explore those and watch them and explore and try to develop your skills. Obviously, before you get the top positions or very, very good position or getting a PhD scholarship or postdoctoral scholarship, we need have some kind of reputation. We need to have some kind of skills. We need some publication in one posters. Yeah, and we can share our outputs. Particularly in Bangladesh, many people do some research in masters and PhD, and the thesis is just submitted to the university. They don't like to publish. They don't let the world know what they have explored. So it's better to publish at least in some low-rank journals, and obviously low-rank doesn't mean predatory or bad journals or some journals which need money or something like that. There are many good journals which are not too high rank, but you can publish quality works. So, and in those challenges, if you want to overcome those challenges and if you want to grow, collaboration has can give you ample opportunities. Collaboration is very, very beneficial and helpful, particularly at the initial stage of the career. So it can advance the work. So we can take our work at a particular level. So if I try, maybe say I can go for A level or B level, or you can say, okay, I can publish in level C or 1-star journal. If you collaborate it, you can publish in 2-star. If you can collaborate, if the work is better, it can go to 3-star. It can go to A or A-star. So it will advance the work. It will take the work at a higher level. Opportunities to learn and grow. Obviously, we will be able to learn a lot from the people who are doing research, who are experienced in that particular area. So if you collaborate with experienced people, you will learn a lot, and obviously it will help you to grow. Push the boundaries, get the input from the expert, so someone can just tweak your work and develop it further. So it can push the boundary. It can help us to publish at a higher level, right? They can help us to address the reviewers comments and publish the work, and getting the work accepted by the journal. Develop great networks. Obviously, collaboration will develop our networks and help us to grow, help us to get employment, help us to get reference data, help us to develop our work and skills and capabilities. Obviously, access to the resources. Yeah, if you collaborate with the people who are employed overseas, other universities, may have different resources. Sometimes we don't have access to a particular journal. We may not get particular journal download, paper downloaded. We may not have access to the data. We may not have access to the tools. So yeah, your collaborator or other mentors or expert or senior can help in those. You can get more access to the resources. Get funding. Yeah, funding is possible. Particularly the experienced staff can get some funding to fund and also get the research ethics approved so that you can publish in the high ranked journal. Sometimes the journal is very keen to get whether the research is being approved by any university. Yeah, so yeah, big impact, and obviously we'll be able to develop impact of the research and develop our career. But obviously, in case of collaborating, we need to sacrifice at an initial level at an early career researcher. We need to sacrifice. We need to do a lot of job work, and we need to prompt in replying. We need to be hardworking, but obviously, to maintain the collaboration itself, a great itself requires some kind of sacrifice and requires some attention from both parties. Yeah, so yeah, some people struggle to choose a particular topic, where to go, which one to start with. So I should say some broader factors and some specific factor that you can consider. The topic should be appealing, should be appropriate, should be matched with the ability of the researcher. It should be based on your interest of the co-authors, interest of the supervisors, right? There is very good topic, but you don't like that topic, that your co-author doesn't like that topic, so you'd not be able to go or develop that work so much, or take it to so far. Contribution in literature, theory, and policies is very important. So you need to consider how much you'd be able to contribute, whether the work or the topic would be contributory enough or significantly contribute to the literature, to the policy, or to the theory, right? And obviously, you want to do a big job, big research, but you may not be able to do because of many things, right? So resources and capabilities. So it should be practical, it should be manageable, right? So if I want to do a research, but I don't have access to any data, any resource, or it's not manageable by me, I would not be able to do, I would not be able to manage the interviews, would not be able to get the data from the field. So that may not be a good topic for me to choose. So obviously, the specific topic depends on the literature review. You need to explore the literature. You need to look at um, the papers or the articles in that particular field and see what are the research gap identified, what are the further research guidance provided in that paper. Particularly look at the end of the paper. You will see before the reference list, you will see limitations and further research, and even though not highlighted, last paragraph or couple of last part of the paper, you will see it has been mentioned the limitations and further research areas. New regulation, new frameworks, new standards, new guidance from the government or supranational organization, United Nations, or from different bodies. So that can be a particular area where what you can look at, right? What's the impact of that? How it can be implemented, right? This new law, what are the problems of this new law? From accounting, from management, from marketing, from finance perspective, from different area you can look at. Solving a particular problem, if you see a business is having a problem in accounting or reporting or in finance area, how that problem can be solved. That's an issue that you can choose. Also, another source of particular topic that you can see, the call for funding. Funding calls also highlight some of the areas what you can look at, what you can explore further. Special issues of the journals. Each and every journal has special issues. They want to publish a special issue, and they call for papers from the researcher. So that's an important source of the areas of the topic that you will find many interesting topics and issues from those calls. I want to finish, I think, with the common mistakes that we want to avoid, or we should avoid in case of I see many of the research that is being conducted from our countries, from the universities of Bangladesh that do. So there is no research gap. What's the research gap? Why did you do this? What's the no? So very poor in writing an organization. If I see some topic, some study that I got the invitation for review, it's very poor writing, right? Organization, the writing and issues. No systematic research. Sometimes the research is not systematic. They didn't follow any particular process or something. Just writing something is not a research. It should be systematic. It should follow a particular process, and it should be thorough. The process should be very thorough, and we should follow the literature. We should refer why we did that particular, why we followed that particular approach, which particular research we followed, why we did this particular job in that way. No critical discussions. Most of the paper you will see just some findings. So this is what this is impact, this is increase, this is decrease. That's it. This is what we found. But what is the impact of those? What is the critical discussion? How it is related to previous research? How it is related to the policy? How it is related to the theory? How it is related to the society current? What's the impact in the society? What will happen if you do this? What will happen if people don't do this? Needs some kind of critical research. What's the contribution? Many papers we do conduct research. What's the contribution? Why we did that? What's the impact of this research? What's the contribution to the policy? How the policy will be benefited from your research? How the literature is being enhanced, or how the literature is um, benefited? Um, how the literature got or expanded, right? How the knowledge is being what are you expanding the literature? Are you expanding the theory? Are you initiating a new theory, or are you saying that the previous theory has some sorts of problems? So the literature is didn't explore that particular area before. This is what we need to say. So finding new things, new areas, new contribution is very important. Publish in predatory journals. Some people publish, oh, it's easy to publish there. If you just submit anything, they will publish it next day. Okay, next week you will publish it. If you just pay them something, they will publish it. So we should not publish in those journals. These are not good journals, and it would not be recognized if you apply for PhD, if you apply for a job or employment in overseas. That will not help you to do it. If you do something authentic, real, good research, yeah, it can be. It may not be going to very top, very high rank journal, but it should be it should go to an authentic journal, authentic, published by an authentic publisher. Yeah. Ignoring the advice of the experts is a problem for the people who, particularly in our country. Yeah, they don't like to listen to the expert. They don't like to. So why they are not listening to the experts? Experts are saying you have to do this. Why are you doing this? You need to develop that. You have to rewrite it. You have to analyze it any other ways. They say, oh, it's very hard. I can't do it. I don't have that. I can't. I don't have time to do those kind of stuff. So they want to ignore the advice from the experts. So that's not good. That's not good. Lack of hard works. Yeah, as I already mentioned. So no, there is no shortcut way. We have to work hard. We have to work hard to get something great. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Hope this video is beneficial. If you want me to create any video that would be beneficial for you, I'm happy to do that, and subscribe and let your friends or your colleague know. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and